Welcome to a journey into the heart of Buddhism as we explore the Five Hindrances. Buddhism, a practice and philosophy that has shaped the lives of millions around the globe, offers profound insights into the human condition and our place in the universe. It is not just a religion, but a way of life, a path to self-discovery, and a guide to cultivating a deep sense of inner peace and understanding. Central to Buddhism is the practice of meditation. It's a tool used to quiet the mind, cultivate mindfulness, and ultimately achieve enlightenment. However, as anyone who has attempted meditation knows, the path is rarely smooth. There are obstructions, mental states that can impede our progress, not just in meditation, but in our daily lives as well. These are what Buddhism refers to as the Five Hindrances. The Five Hindrances in Buddhism are sensual desire, ill will or aversion, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and doubt. They are like veils that cloud our mind, preventing us from seeing clearly and understanding the true nature of things. They are obstacles on our path to enlightenment, yet they also serve as our greatest teachers. For it is through understanding and overcoming these hindrances that we can truly progress on our spiritual journey. Sensual desire is the craving for pleasure through our senses. Ill will or aversion is the rejection of what is unpleasant or the avoidance of what we do not like. Sloth and torpor refer to mental and physical laziness, a lack of energy or enthusiasm. Restlessness and worry are the inability to calm the mind, a state of constant agitation. And doubt is the lack of conviction or trust, a skepticism that hinders faith and commitment. Each of these hindrances presents its own challenges and requires its own solutions. They are not to be feared or avoided, but understood and transformed. For as the Buddha taught, it is not the presence of these hindrances that is the problem, but our ignorance of them. Understanding these hindrances is the first step towards overcoming them. The first hindrance is sensual desire. As we journey through life, our senses often lead us, pulling us towards the things that provide instant gratification. But what exactly is sensual desire within the context of Buddhism? It's the craving for pleasure through our senses, sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. It's the desire for that delicious meal, the longing for a melodious song, the yearning for a comforting touch. However, as alluring as these desires may be, they can be a source of suffering. Why? Because they can lead to attachment. Attachment to these sensory pleasures can create a cycle of craving and dissatisfaction, a cycle that can be quite difficult to break free from. It's like being on a never-ending roller coaster ride with highs that are thrilling, but lows that can be equally as daunting. Remember, the path to overcoming sensual desire is mindfulness and understanding. By being aware of our desires and understanding their transient nature, we can learn to let go and find true inner peace. Next, we delve into the hindrance of ill will or aversion. It's like carrying a hot coal, hoping to throw it at someone, but it's us who gets burned. This hindrance manifests as the desire to avoid, ignore, or even eliminate unpleasant experiences or individuals. It's that gnawing feeling when we encounter something we'd rather not, or someone who rubs us the wrong way. But here's the thing. Life is filled with a multitude of experiences, and not all of them are going to be pleasing. So how do we overcome this hindrance? The key lies in compassion and acceptance. By cultivating a heart that is willing to embrace experiences as they are, we begin to let go of the desire to push away the unpleasant. This doesn't mean we become passive. Rather, we learn to respond wisely with understanding and kindness, instead of reacting out of aversion. Cultivating compassion and acceptance helps us to let go of aversion. The third hindrance is sloth and torpor. As we journey forth on our path towards understanding, we encounter sloth and torpor, two formidable obstacles that hinder our progress. These two terms may sound like characters from a fairy tale, but in the context of Buddhism, they represent a state of inertia, a lack of energy, or an unwillingness to act. It's like being stuck in the mud, unable to move forward, trapped in a state of lethargy and dullness. Sloth refers to physical laziness, a reluctance to make an effort. It's when we find ourselves glued to the couch, unable to summon the energy to stand up and engage with the world. On the other hand, torpor refers to mental laziness. This is when our mind is sluggish, our thoughts are clouded, and we lack the mental agility to focus on anything meaningful. But don't despair. There is a way to overcome sloth and torpor. The key lies in maintaining a balanced effort in our practice and daily life. But what does balanced effort mean? It's about walking the middle path, not too relaxed that we slide into laziness, and not too strenuous that we burn out. It's about finding the right amount of energy that will keep us going without exhausting us. One strategy to overcome sloth is to engage in physical activities. A brisk walk in the park, a few stretches, or even a short jog can do wonders in shaking off the lethargy. To combat torpor, we can engage in activities that stimulate the mind. This could be reading a thought-provoking book, engaging in a deep conversation, or meditating. Meditation, in particular, can help sharpen our focus, clear our thoughts, and bring a sense of alertness to our mind. So, the next time you find yourself sinking into the couch with your mind in a fog, remember the hindrance of sloth and torpor. Take a moment to shake off the lethargy, get moving, and engage your mind. With balanced effort and energy, we can overcome the hindrance of sloth and torpor. The fourth hindrance is restlessness and worry. Imagine a leaf tossed about in the wind. It flutters, it spins, it never settles. This is the state of a mind afflicted by restlessness and worry. It's a mind that is constantly in motion, never at peace, always jumping from one thought to another. It's like a monkey, swinging from branch to branch, never staying in one place for long. Restlessness and worry are two sides of the same coin. Restlessness is the physical manifestation of an agitated mind, a mind that can't sit still, that is always on the move. Worry, on the other hand, is the mental aspect, the constant fretting, the incessant worrying about the future, the past, the present. In the context of Buddhist practice, restlessness and worry are obstacles. They create a distracted mind, a mind that is not present, a mind that is not focused. And without focus, without presence, there can be no insight, no wisdom, no liberation. But restlessness and worry are not insurmountable. Like all hindrances, they can be overcome. And the key to overcoming restlessness and worry is calm and focus. Calm is the antidote to restlessness. When the mind is calm, it is like a still pond, undisturbed by the winds of thought. It is steady, it is serene, it is at peace. And this calmness allows the mind to rest, to settle, to be still. Focus, meanwhile, is the antidote to worry. When the mind is focused, it is like a laser beam, concentrated on a single point. It is not scattered, not fragmented, not divided. And this focus allows the mind to see clearly, to understand deeply, to penetrate the nature of reality. By cultivating calm and focus through practices such as mindfulness and meditation, we can tame the monkey mind, we can quiet the winds of thought, we can bring the leaf to rest. By cultivating calm and focus, we can overcome the hindrance of restlessness and worry. The final hindrance is doubt. This is a tricky one. It's not the healthy skepticism that challenges us to question, to seek truth, but rather a crippling indecision, a distrust in our own capacity to understand and progress. This kind of doubt, friends, can become a massive roadblock on our path to enlightenment. It's like standing at a crossroads, paralyzed by the fear of choosing the wrong path. But remember, the journey is as important as the destination. Doubt can make us question our journey, make us feel lost or confused. But we mustn't let it deter us. Faith and understanding are our guiding stars in the haze of doubt. Faith isn't blind belief, but trust in the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. Understanding comes from knowledge, from learning and experiencing. These two, hand in hand, can help us navigate through the fog of doubt. With faith and understanding, we can overcome the hindrance of doubt. The 5 hindrances are common obstacles in our spiritual journey. As we've explored, these include sensual desire, ill will or aversion, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and doubt. Each of these hindrances can shroud our path, yet they also offer us a chance to grow and learn. Remember, the antidote to sensual desire is to focus on impermanence. For ill will or aversion, the remedy is loving kindness. The counter to sloth and torpor is energetic effort, while mindfulness can help us overcome restlessness and worry. And doubt, it can be dispelled by wisdom and understanding. Understanding these hindrances and their antidotes is crucial to spiritual development. It's about more than just identifying obstacles. It's about cultivating the mindfulness needed to recognize them, address them, and ultimately transcend them. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Buddhism. May your path be free of hindrances.